much you getting on this?
What's up, everybody? It's your boy Emceemur here, and welcome back to another fantabulous episode of Flea Market Flippin'. That's right. Before we get started, I want you to go ahead and drop a like on this video, and if you haven't already done so, I hope you're going to subscribe to the Emceemur Show. Be a part of what we got going on here, and make sure that you smack that notification bell so you're always the first to know when new content goes live. We got a lot to talk about today and a lot to look at. I'm super excited. I am ready to get right into it right now. Last episode, I made a deal on a binder of game discs for $15, originally priced at $20. There were some decent titles in the stack, but the obvious draw was the copy of Bloody Roar 2 for the PS1 in there, a game worth by itself more than double what I paid for the stack. My experience with the Bloody Roar franchise is limited. I remember playing installments on the PS2, but I never had a go at this game. And it's solid, great mechanics, and just all around fun to play. But it's not time to play. It's time to work. Step one for me when dealing with a disc-only lot is always resurfacing and testing, which all of these needed. But then it's time to dig into my big tub full of empty cases and manuals. We need to make as many of these discs as we can, complete in box again, to maximize our value. First off, we have a case for Tony Hawk Underground here. No manual, but it's still better than nothing. Tony Hawk games of yesteryear have remained popular and saleable, largely because the franchise, despite failed installments launched in recent gens, just refuses to go away. Anyway, a case around this disc does improve its chances of selling. We gotta put games back into the market looking better than we found them. I also have a box and manual in great shape for Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 2, which, much like the Tony Hawk games, this franchise, in my opinion, has very much overstayed its welcome, and yet the fans keep coming back for more. Some sell for more than others, but all Need for Speed games are generally a quick flip. Then I found a box with a clean bonus disc for God of War 2, a game that unfortunately isn't worth much at all. It's common as a cold, and will probably end up sitting on it long enough to hatch a chicken, but it's still satisfying every time I wrap a box around a freshly resurfaced game disc. So we're looking good on this lot, well beyond just the inclusion of the hidden banger. So there you have it, right? Cool lot. And I've had some of you busting my chops in the comments section about how I lowball people. I'm always trying to shave a few bucks off. I'm cheap, this, that, and the other thing. But listen, this is a prime example of why you have to do that. Every one of these discs had to be resurfaced. Okay, that takes time. That takes resources. Therefore, it takes money, right? That takes the value right out of this thing. You've got to make sure that you do the dance. These are yard sales. They're flea markets. People know the etiquette. They know they're going to do the dance. They know they're going to have to bundle. They know they're going to have to bargain, okay? If you are not taking steps to minimize your investment, then you are maximizing your potential losses. It's time to get back to the hunt, right? I love the hunt. I love hunting games. There's not a whole lot out there I love more than hunting games. I love hunting games more than the girl in the Febreze commercial enjoys the smell of her own feet. Let's get back into the fray.
How much you getting on this? If it had all the parts, I would.
I tell you, 360 controllers aren't popping up much anymore. I don't see them as much as I used to. And this one needs some work, obviously. It needs new thumbsticks, it needs a battery box, but that can be obtained for around $4 to $5, in today's market. If I can get this thing cheap, there's still some room for profit here.
I don't know, I'd have to take it apart. It needs new thumbsticks and the battery door's gone. I'll give you $2 for it, I guess. You will? All right, we'll take a shot on it.
That's cool with me. We're getting it for $2 and we're gonna give this thing the makeover it deserves. Again, we need thumbsticks, battery box. What can we do in terms of thumbstick colors, you know, button types, a D-pad? Let me know something in the comments about what you would do to this controller cosmetically. Maybe we'll just take one of your ideas, do it up, and present it right here on the show. My God, what a pile of Duke this is on this table. There's just stuff everywhere, but we still may not be done. I'm finding a Wii power brick and a nunchuck. And you know, you just can't have too many spare Wii parts.
How much you do on these spare Wii parts here?
So $7 is not a bad price for this stuff, okay? But we just got some Wii parts last time. I want to make sure we get in this as cheap as possible. It's time for another tactic, the old leave it on the table maneuver.
I don't need them that bad, I don't reckon. I mean, I usually pay $1 a piece for stuff like that. All right. Let's get rid of it.
There we go. Now we're in this right. Act like you don't want it. Let them come down. He wants to get rid of this stuff. He's not really worried about what he gets for it. Dude was totally cool, willing to deal. We're getting these spare parts for $4, right? And I guarantee you, we're going to be glad we have them at a certain point.
How much you selling the Wii U for?
$100. That's all of it. The controllers.
Okay, you know, a Wii U in the wild is starting to be a very uncommon thing. All right, well, you're just not seeing these things, and the value is going up on these things. But oh my, and I'm looking around. The sharks are circling. People are looking at this thing, but nobody's buying. The guy's too high on it. He's at $100. All right, and I would do that if there were some games here, something to cushion the fall in case it doesn't work. This is a big risk here. You just never know. Now, there are some different Wii Motion Plus Wiimotes here. That will kind of cushion the fall in the event something isn't working, but the value on those have dropped too. I really got to think about this. So while I'm walking and further contemplating that Wii U, I walk up on a table with a couple of PS4 games sitting here all alone. There's nothing really valuable here, but there is a very clean copy of Guitar Hero Live, okay? And that's not very exciting sounding, but that game is going for around 15 to 20 bucks. And I would assume these are cheap.
How much y'all selling the games for?
What? Where are they at?
On this table right here?
Just $5.
Okay.
$5, no, there's just not enough margin there for it to be worth it. And especially on games like Guitar Hero or any of your sports games that happen to be doing something in the market at the time, that can just drop on you so quickly. It can shift so fast. We got to get it for less.
Would you take 3 for it?
Yeah, I'll do 3.
All right, $3, I'll take a chance on it. That's cool. I mean, Guitar Hero Live, PS4, you know, I haven't played this version. If I had the guitar for it, I'd honestly like to give it a shot and see how it does on that console. I've only played the old Guitar Hero, so kind of neat to look at, but I don't have the guitar. So anyway, this is a clean copy. It's in good condition. It's time to grip it and flip it. You know, I couldn't shake the feeling, I couldn't shake the curiosity. I had to go back for the Wii U, and luckily the guy still had it. There were still people looking at it, but dude was not coming off that $100 mark. He hadn't sold it yet, and I had to grab it. I just could not live with myself if I didn't pick up a Wii U. Again, we're not seeing Wii U's in the wild. It's just not happening very often, and this one's clean. Got to take a risk on it. You know, you're assuming everything works, but that's a massive assumption to make when you're buying secondhand consoles. It's so much more of a risk to take than just buying a couple of $1, $2 games or whatever. But okay, picked it up, I have a feeling like this is going to pay off. I'm glad I was able to get it. This is potentially a really big score. You know, we did well on everything that we found in this episode. So much cool stuff. It's always great when you can find a console. I love episodes where we find consoles. And if you love episodes where we find consoles, I'm going to put a link to another episode right here. So you can click and keep the action rolling right here on the Emceemur Show. So much more action coming your way very soon. Emceemur signing off for this fantabulous episode. And I will see each and every one of you again next time.